Hey! Howdy, folks. How are we and how's the sound? Sound good? It is very, very, very hot for UK standards today. But to be fair, I can't handle heat in general. I don't like the summer. I don't. I can handle the winter more because you can hide from winter easier. You just put more layers on yourself. That's all you have to do. But with heat, you can't escape it. You're gonna be hot either way. So yeah, very, very hot. Sounds good. Sounds good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Where did I put my drink? It's hot and I've lost my drink. Okay, if I get too thirsty, I'll pop out. It's a dark blur. How confident is everyone about today's topic of 90s Disney cartoons? Do you feel like you've got a chance of winning? Seriously, where did I put my water? What if I'm just confused? Might solve a mystery. Duh, duh. Leslie, Iscloth. Oh, howdy, folks, backwards. All right, okay. Iscloth, you dow. Or rewrite history. KJX Anna, are you familiar with an Irish YouTuber called Tennings? I'm afraid not. Computer guy, not very confident. I haven't watched the old show since they aired in the 90s. Miss Burley, DuckTales was an 80s cartoon. It was also a 90s cartoon, so let's not get what's the word, nitpicking, I guess. Like, yeah, it counts for both 80s and 90s, because it aired into the 90s. A show can represent two different decades, or even more decades. Like The Simpsons is both a 90s TV show and a 2020s TV show because it's still going. Thank you for following, Rosette. Lister Rimson, not great because the last time I saw most of them was the 90s. Seems to be a lot of people saying that. Cameron, doing good, watched a bit of 90s cartoons. Cameron, I never seen Doug from the 90s, but I hear it's good. I like Doug. Pedantic, that's the word. Pedantic, yeah, let's not be pedantic, folks. These quizzes are for fun. Let's not get silly about it. Simpsons, you could say, is a 90s cartoon, yes, but it can be other decades as well because, like as just said, it keeps going. It's technically a 2000s show because it's part of 2000s culture. To say that a show is just one decade completely ignores its impact in other decades, and it almost like we're pretending that it stopped after a decade when it didn't. And the Tracy Ullman shorts aired from the 80s to 87 to 89. Yeah, so like technically there are a lot of people, for them, Simpsons is 80s culture. Because they might have been introduced to it through Tracy Ullman. Could have happened. Miss Pearl, how do you feel about the movie Flushed Away? Not watched it in a very long time, but I've never really liked it. I really haven't. I really can't stand the setting, and I don't like the comedy. Lisa Rimsey, I've been binging Daria lately. Yes! Good! Not Disney, but unashamedly 90s. Daria is... I recommend Daria to anyone. It's a really smart, funny, great show. It really is. I'll admit that I kind of lose interest in the story arc when Tom's introduced. Yeah, I'd say that Tom is the jumping the shark point, but everything else I love. I've watched Daria like so many times again and again, including the two TV movies. Mr. Pearly, do you like Tom Hiddleston? I do. Yes, he's very charming, and he seems to really enjoy playing Loki. Tell you what, bear with me. I need to find this my water because I know I'm going to get thirsty. So just bear with me. Where did I friggin' put it? Right, I'm gonna try downstairs. Found my water. I'm not gonna die. Da, da, da. Where am I in chat? Da, 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 da. Cameron, what are your thoughts on Russell Howard? I find him so funny. Mixed feelings. Like, he's funny, but I think there are better British comedians. Everyone's talking about the chair. The chair keeping people entertained while I was out. I do have a waiting screen for when I pop out, but I thought, you know, I'm just going downstairs for a bit. Leave the chair in charge. The chair is my, what's his name? Conan, you know, Conan has, is it Andy Richter? He's got his sidekick. My chair is my Andy Richter. Right. We should get on with the actual point of the whole stream, which is to do the quiz. Let's do the quiz, everyone. Okie dokie. So anyone that's new to my quiz streams, you need to click the Quiz Kit logo on the side of the chat, then click Allow Access and grant permission. Don't worry, I'm not... It was very charismatic. Damn it. Don't worry, I'm not going to rush into the quiz just yet. Give people a chance to work out what to do. So again, you click the Quiz Kit logo on the side of chat. You usually can be found by hovering your mouse over the stream player. Then click Allow Access and grant permission. Lots of chair puns now. I should put like a face on it, shouldn't I? The thing is that this chair is part of where I live. Like, it's been here before even I moved here. So when I end up moving places again, this chair's not coming with me, I'm afraid. I'll probably be getting like some kind of like fancy computer chair. Googly eyes. Like two giant googly eyes. Okay, one more time for anyone that missed the explanation for how you joined this quiz. You click the Quiz Kit logo on the side of chat, and then you click Allow Access and grant permission. And we should be starting any moment. It's just constant chair puns in chat now. Okay. I'm just selecting the quiz. As usual, 30 questions in total, 10 easy, 10 medium, 10 hard. Sending rules to you all. Why is it taking so long to send rules? Okay, let's go! Question 1. Which fictional city is DuckTales set in? Duckville, Duckington, Ducktopia, or Duckburg? So question 1. Which fictional city is DuckTales set in? Duckville, Duckington, Ducktopia, or Duckburg? How well do you know the DuckTales theme song to remember? And the answer is Duckburg. You all got that correct. Well done. On to question 2. What it loads. Question 2. What was the name of Goofy's pet cat in Goof Troop? Cornflakes, Muffin, Pancake, or Waffles? So question 2. What was the name of Goofy's pet cat in Goof Troop? Cornflakes, Muffin, Pancake, or Waffles? How well do you know your Goof Troop? A lot of the shows I'll be talking about, they're actually available on Disney Plus as well. So, And the answer was Waffles. Only one person went for it. Most went for Muffin. To be fair, out of all of them, Muffin sounds the most cat name-esque, I guess. Question 3 coming up. Question 3. In Quack Pack, what was Donald Duck's job? ice cream salesman, aquarium tour guide, news cameraman, or supermarket staff. So question 3, in Quack Pack, what was Donald Duck's job? Ice cream salesman, aquarium tour guide, news cameraman, or supermarket staff? The answer was a news cameraman. Yes, he was a cameraman for a news show that Daisy was a host on. Question 4 coming up. Question 4. Fat Cat is the main villain of which Disney 90s cartoon? Gargoyles, Timon and Pumbaa, Tailspin, or Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? So question 4. Fat Cat is the main villain of which Disney 90s cartoon? Gargoyles, Timon and Pumbaa, Tailspin, or Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Can you remember where Fat Cat comes from? The answer is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, and you all got that correct. Well done! And yes, I'm expecting a lot of duck puns throughout this entire thing. I had to come up with a lot myself. Okay, so question 5. Who are the 5 members of the Recess Gang? DJ, Victor, Melvin, Gertrude, and Ross. TJ, Vince, Mikey, Gretchen, and Gus. CJ, Vance, Mickey, Greta, and Russ. PJ, Vincent, Matt, Ginny, and Marcus. Which one? Can you remember all of their names? And Recess fans will spot something with one of these answers. So the answer was TJ, Vince, Mikey, Gretchen, and Gus. One person went for CJ, Vance, Mickey, Greta, and Russ. Those are actually the names of the gang's clones in the episode of The Challenge. little nod to that episode. Question 6. Who was the leader of the Gargoyles clan? Titan, Gigantus, Goliath, or Steel? Wait, did I forget Spinelli? My bad. Question 6. Yes, who was the leader of Gargoyles? Titan, Gigantus, Goliath, or Steel? The answer was Goliath. You all got it correct. Well done. Question 7 coming up. When it loads. Question 7. Tailspin was a 90s cartoon that starred characters from which classic Disney movie? Robin Hood, The Great Mouse Detective, The Aristocats, or The Jungle Book? So question 7. Tailspin was a 90s cartoon that starred characters from which classic Disney movie? Robin Hood, The Great Mouse Detective, The Aristocats, or The Jungle Book? The answer was The Jungle Book. Yeah, it's kind of weird that Tailspin even exists. I'm considering revisiting it just because it's like, wait, what? And it was successful too. So question 8. Who are Herc's best friends at school in the Hercules spin-off TV show? Kathy, Isaac, Callie and Ian, Colleen and Ivan, or Cassandra and Icarus? So question 8. Who are Herc's best friends at school in the Hercules spin-off TV show? Can you remember who it is? It is Cassandra and Icarus. You all got it correct, but one person went for Kathy and Isaac. On to question 9. Yes, if you know your Greek mythology, you can definitely answer Hercules questions. Question 9. What is the name of the fictional humanoid duck world that the Mighty Ducks is set in? Quacktar, Bigtopolis, Puck World, or Planet Hockey? So question 9. What is the name of the fictional humanoid duck world that Mighty Ducks is set in? Quacktar, Bigtopolis, Puck World, or Planet Hockey? Don't worry, Mighty Ducks is one of the more obscure Disney cartoons from the 90s, so don't stress too much about it. The answer was Puck World. Very mixed response to this one. I do remember watching Mighty Ducks, though. It was part of my childhood, but I just don't remember anything else about it. Question 10. In Bonkers, what is the name of Bonkers' detective partner? Lucky Pickell, Larry Parrell, Luke Pastel, or Lenny Pink? So question 10. In Bonkers, what is the name of Bonkers' detective partner? Lucky Pickell, Larry Parrell, Luke Pastel, or Lenny Pink? And the answer is Lucky Pickell. Well done. Bonkers. Yes, it was like a detective show set in Toon World. I had Jim Cummings playing half the characters. Megabird. Dang on Blades. Just got done with a shower. Bless you. You've only missed the easy round. Okay. So medium round. We're on the medium round. Question 11. In the Recess episode Dodgeball City, what was Gus's dodgeball champion nickname at his old schools? El Diablo, the Red Crimson, Obliterator, or the Dodger? So question 11. In the Recess episode Dodgeball City, what was Gus's dodgeball champion nickname at his old schools? El Diablo, the Red Crimson, the Obliterator, or the Dodger? And the answer is El Diablo. Sora says whip noise. El Diablo. Hector, no! Question 12. What is the name of the two-part DuckTales finale episode? It's like the last ever episode of the original DuckTales. The Last Quack, The Golden Goose, Rise of the Villains, Duckburg Apocalypse. So, question 12. What is the name of the two-part DuckTales finale episode? The Last Quack, The Golden Goose, Rise of the Villains, or Duckburg Apocalypse? The answer was The Golden Goose. Most of you went for The Golden Goose. That's a good sign. Perhaps you have a golden goose and that's how you're winning. So, question 13. Question 13. In the Quack Pack episode, The Really Mighty Ducks, what is the name of the boys' superhero team? X-Ducks, the T-Squad, the Beak Patrol, or the Quack Avengers? So question 13. In the Quack Pack episode, The Really Mighty Ducks, what is the name of the boys' superhero team? X-Ducks, the T-Squad, the Beak Patrol, or the Quack Vengers? This is the first ever episode of Quack Pack. That's the best way to remember. The answer was T-Squad, and one person went for it. Most went for the Beak Patrol. Question 14 coming up. Question 14. Which Goof Troop episode is about PJ facing fears about failing maths at school? Mangled by multiplication, suffocated by subtraction, destroyed by division, or axed by addition? So question 14. Which Goof Troop episode is about PJ facing fears about failing maths at school? Mangled by multiplication, suffocated by subtraction, destroyed by division, or axed by addition? The answer was axed by addition. Very mixed response. There's a bit of a split between destroyed by division and axed by addition. Question 15 coming up. Halfway through the medium round. Question 15. Which episode of the Little Mermaid spin-off TV series was about a mad scientist kidnapping Sebastian? Lab of Terror, Cave of Horror, Island of Fear, or Deep Sea Chiller? So, question 15. Which episode of the Little Mermaid spin-off TV series was about a mad scientist kidnapping Sebastian? Lab of Terror, Cave of Horror, Island of Fear, or Deep Sea Chiller? How well do you know the Little Mermaid TV show? The answer was Island of Fear. It seems like most knew that. Question 16 coming up. Question 16. Question 16. Which Darkwing Duck episode is about Darkwing being a guest at a comic book convention? The Incredible Bulk, Paint Misbehaving, A Brush with Oblivion, or Comic Book Capers? So question 16. Which Darkwing Duck episode is about Darkwing being a guest at a comic book convention? The Incredible Bulk, Paint Misbehaving, A Brush with Oblivion, or Comic Book Capers? The answer was Paint Misbehaving. Most went for Comic Book Capers. All of these are actual names of Darkwing Duck episodes, and I selected these particular ones because I thought they sound like superhero-themed, like comic book kind of themed episodes. So yeah, well done to the one person that went for Paint Misbehaving. They're all designed to sound like that. I was going through the whole list going, which sounds like a superhero convention story. So question 17, what is the name of the Tailspin episode that's about Baloo and Kit rescuing a whale? A whale tale. All's whale that ends whale. A whale of a time, or freeing Wilbur. So question 17, what is the name of the Tailspin episode that's about Baloo and Kit rescuing a whale? The answer is All Whales That Ends Whale. Most went for that one. Well done. Question 18. What is the name of the Rescue Rangers episode that's about Chip and Dale taking on a corrupt cereal factory? Puffed Rangers, Chipmunk... I don't know why I put Chipmunk. Chipmunk Flakes, A Very Cereal Mission, Rodents for Breakfast. So question 18. What is the name of the Rescue Rangers episode that's about Chip and Dale taking on a corrupt cereal company? The answer is Puffed Rangers. Most went for that one. Yeah, most of them around is going to be about episodes. Question 19. What is the name of the Mighty Ducks episode that's about our heroes being transported to a fantasy dimension? A Quacking Adventure, Dungeons and Ducks, The Wizard of Hockey, or Lord of the Pucks? So question 19. What is the name of the Mighty Ducks episode that's about our heroes being transported to a fantasy dimension? Lister Rimsey says they're better at voice actor questions. You'll look forward to the last round then. The answer was Dungeons and Ducks. Most of you got that one. Well done. Question 20 coming up. It'll be the last question of the middle round, the medium stage. And then things get hard and behind the scenes. Question 20. Which bonkers episode is about a clown called Gloomy trying to drain humor from tunes? Gloomy's Last Laugh, The Tune That Ate Hollywood, The Day the Tune Stood Still, and That's Not Funny. So question 20, which bonkers episode is about a clown called Gloomy trying to drain humor from tunes? Gloomy's Last Laugh, The Tune That Ate Hollywood, The Day That the Tune Stood Still, or That's Not Funny? The answer is The Tune That Ate Hollywood. No one went for that one. Everyone went for Gloomy's Last Laugh. Computer guy, wait. Wasn't that also in a Powerpuff Girls episode with the monochrome clown? Maybe. Could have been. I can't remember. Question 20. Hard stage. Who voices Spinelli in Recess? E.G. Daily, Pamela Adlon, Tara Strong, or Mona Marshall? Question 21. Who voices Spinelli in Recess? E.G. Daily, Pamela Adlon, Tara Strong, or Mona Marshall? So this is definitely, there's going to be a lot of voice questions for this round. The answer is Pamela Adlon. Kind of a mixed response. Pamela is also the voice of Bobby Hill in King of the Hill. Question 22 coming up. Question 22. Who sang the theme song for Goof Troop? Usher, Phil Perry, Seal, or Tevin Campbell? So question 22. Who sang the theme song for Goof Troop? Usher, Phil Perry, Seal, or Tevin Campbell? Kind of throwing people off with one of these. The answer is Phil Perry. Most of you went for that one. Well done. Question 23 coming up. When it loads. Question 23. Question 23. How many episodes of Tailspin were officially aired? 42, 50, 25, or 65? So question 23. How many episodes of Tailspin were officially aired? 42, 50, 25, or 65? Did you count every episode of Tailspin? Which one could it be? 42, 50, 25, 65. The answer's 65. Most of you went for that one. Well done. It could be really tricky with those ones because you kind of ask yourself, okay, did they manage to... Were they greenlit to do that many? Did they get cancelled? Question 24. Which year did Darkwing Duck start airing? 1991, 1992, 1993, or 1994? So question 24. Which year did Darkwing Duck start airing? 1991, 1992, 1993, or 1994? How early in the 90s did it start airing? And it was 1991. Very mixed response to that one. Wow. Question 25 coming up. Halfway through the hard round. Question 25. Who provided the voice of Duke in Mighty Ducks? Jeff Bennett, Rob Paulson, Kevin Conroy, or Charles Adler? So question 25. Who provided the voice of Duke in Mighty Ducks? Jeff Bennett, Rob Paulson, Kevin Conroy, or Charles Adler? Another voice acting question. Can you remember the voice of Duke in Mighty Ducks? He was voiced by Jeff Bennett. Bit of a split. Some went for Jeff and some went for Rob. Question 26 coming up. Question 26. Who performed the theme song for Quack Pack? Eddie Money, Anthony Kiedis, Keith Flint, or James Hetfield? So question 26. Who performed the theme song for Quack Pack? Eddie Money, Anthony Kiedis, Keith Flint, or James Hetfield? This was very difficult to come up with fake answers for. Really difficult even. So who performed the theme song for Quack Pack? It was Eddie Money. Most of you went for that one. Well done. Probably because the fake answer was so bad on my end. Though it would be really cool to hear Keith Flint's take on Quack Pack. Question 27. Which year did the last episode of Adventures of Gummy Bears air? 1992, 1994, 1991, or 1993? So question 27. Which year did the last episode of Adventures of Gummy Bears air? 1992, 1994, 1991, or 1993? I think my only advice for this one is to try and remember when did it start and how long do you think it could have lasted for? The answer was 1991, and a lot of you went for that one. Well done. Quack Pack. Now I've got Quack Pack theme stuck in my head. Brilliant. Well done. Question 28. How many seasons of Bonkers were made? 1, 3, 4, or 2? So question 26. How many seasons of Bonkers were made? 1, 3, 4, or 2? Can you remember? How long do you think the show would have lasted? Was it 1, 3, 4, or 2? We're almost at the end of the quiz, by the way, folks. Getting closer to the end. The answer was 4. Very mixed response. No, very mixed response, and no one went for 4. I guess that shows how little faith you all had in Bonkers. So, question 29. Who created Pepper Ann? Emily Kapnek, Susie Rose, Susie Lewis-Lynn, or Melissa Clark? Question 29. Who created Pepper Ann? Emily Kapnek, Susie Rose, Susie Lewis-Lynn, or Melissa Clark? These are all people with a connection, by the way. They've all got a connection, and only one of them created Pepper Ann. The answer was Sue Rose. Sue Rose created Pepper Ann. Emily Kapnick created As Told by Ginger. Susie Lewis Lynn co-created Daria, and Melissa Clark created Braceface. Yes, they all had a connection, like I said. Question 30, last question. Who voiced Gadget in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Greg Griffin, Candy Milo, Tress MacNeille, or Russi Taylor? So question 30, who voiced Gadget in Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Greg Griffin, Candy Milo, Tress MacNeille, or Russi Taylor? Pepper Ram, marching in a rum parade. She's like 1 in a million! Okay, the answer is Tress MacNeille. You all got that correct, or except for one person that went for Russi Taylor. Okay, end of the quiz, folks. We're about to find out who the #1 winner is, and where you personally ranked. In first place is contestant 8. In second place is Mr. Imperioli. In third place is Computer Guy. In fourth place is Listy Rimsey. In fifth place is Dominic Boo 1. In sixth place is contestant 1. In seventh place is contestant 11. In eighth place is contestant 15. And in ninth place is Leslie 33305. Sorry, I did so horrendous. I'm sure you did better than you think. So, well done to contestant 8. You didn't have to reveal who you are. Just know that we're very proud of you, and well done for being an expert on 90s Disney cartoons. Computer Guy, number 3. Nice. Wow, that quiz was harder than I thought if I placed with all the questions I passed. So yeah, congrats to contestant 8. Hope you all enjoyed the quiz. Before I head off, do you have any suggestions for what kind of topics I can put in the poll for next week's Twitch quiz? Any suggestions at all? Can't make any promises, but I can definitely keep them in mind. And now I've got the Pepper Ram theme stuck in my head. She's like 1 in a million. Any suggestions, folks, before I head off and make this poll? Cartoon Saloon, I'm definitely going to put that on there. I don't know when it's ever going to win one of these polls. Poor Cartoon Saloon. Adam Grumfer, South Park. Gene Bean 1, 2000s Disney. Okay. Bob's Burgers, that's one I really want to do. I'd love to do a Bob's Burgers quiz. I'd love to so much. I'd have so much fun coming up with questions for a Bob's Burgers quiz. And I'm going for Disney Renaissance movies, if you haven't already. Maybe. Listen, Rimsey, Daria, because it's fresh in my head and I might have a chance. The problem with Daria is that it's not one of those shows that has a very complicated lore. I can't really think of... I don't think I'll be able to come up with like 30 different questions on it, basically. It'd be tricky. It'd be very tricky because it's a... And this is not me being against the show because I'm a massive fan, but like it's a very mundane show. SpongeBob, maybe. I have reconsidering SpongeBob. Give it a go. The only quiz I have a chance of conquering would be on The Simpsons, and you've already done that one. Listen, hell, yeah, I know. I wouldn't do a quiz in it either. Rosette, obscure Nickelodeon shows. I don't know about that. I tend to go for things that are a bit more broader. Ones where people will be like, oh, I've got a chance of winning that, and they'll come and jump in. Listy Rims and Mr. Bean. Another. I don't think I come up with 30 questions for Mr. Bean. I really don't. Okay, I'll definitely keep this in mind. I've got to head off now. I've got a lot of writing and work to do. So yeah, again, I hope you enjoyed the quiz. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all happy. Hope you all have a good evening, good morning, good night, good day, whatever time it is for you.